Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about having depression and dealing with a severe loss. In my own life I faced bipolar disorder and I had been doing well for a very, very long time. And about a year and a half ago my little brother Adam was 27 and he was living in Vermont working at a ski resort, and he ended up dying of an overdose of heroin. And when I got the call in the middle of the night that he died and that his life was over, it was just such a shock. And I really felt scared. What was I going to do? My brother was gone. I couldn't bring him back. I couldn't change it. But in my own life, I had been doing a lot of work to get more positive, to have more inspiration, and to have more faith in God. I chose it in that dark time, right? Because something really bad did actually happen. I was going to find some light and some hope. So here's what I did. Each day I would wake up and I would thank God that I'm alive for another day. My brother wasn't here to experience this moment, but I'm grateful that I am alive and that I can enjoy this moment. I also remembered that I'm blessed to teach other people. I do work as a social worker and life coach and author and educate about mental health and addiction. And during that time I was working at a rehab, helping other young people that had addiction to heroin and cocaine and ecstasy and other drugs. So I was using my time to improve other people. I also was focused on my children. I have a 6-year-old daughter who I love named Tyler and a 1-year-old son, and I was there helping them and supporting them. And what I learned is even in this dark, difficult time, I don't have to let this be my end. I don't have to use it as an excuse to get addicted or get sad or to ruin my life. Even when he died, there were people that I knew that were drinking to numb the pain of his death, and I made a decision. I would only drink socially before this, but I chose to not have one more drink. And I decided to stop, and it's been almost 2 years since I've had any type of alcohol. And what this allowed me to do is feel the emotions I was going through. As hard as it was to feel the real pain of his death and to not have him in my life, I knew that I must experience it and deal with it, because what we do when we do drugs and alcohol is we take away the pain for a moment. We hide from it and it disappears when we're drunk or high, but it comes back. And oftentimes it comes back worse and more, and then we need more drugs and alcohol to keep the pain at bay. So when you really face your feelings and your emotions, you end up getting stronger. So what can you do if you have depression or you lost a loved one and you're struggling? Here's the first step. Admit that you are going through a hard time. Say, you know what, this sucks. I miss my brother. I miss the person that died. I'm sorry that they are no longer here. Second thing you can do is say, you know what, I'm going to get help. I'm going to go see a therapist. I'm going to talk to someone. I'm going to admit the emotions and feelings are real and heavy. When my brother died, I started talking to a therapist again and getting help, even though I've been stable for a long time. I needed someone to bounce ideas off of and be open and express the emotions. The third thing I would say is know that it's a long road. The process of going through grief, you don't lose someone and then everything's fine and perfect in a moment. It's a long process, and you'll go through the very different stages of grief. I also do a lot of inspirational things in my life. I go on nature walks. I listen to speakers that are very positive and have great lessons. And I've learned that music is a great way for me to get happy and to express what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll listen to painful songs where they talk about death, and it helps me and soothes me when dealing with the pain of my brother's death. I also want to share that I have a new book coming out in 2016. It's called The Depression Diet. It's an amazing book to help us mentally and physically get stronger and healthier and to come together to know that we can make change in life. I'd love you to get the book when it's there, and you can also look on my website, bipolaronline.com. Each day we have new, uplifting, educational, and motivational articles for anyone going through a hard time. The lessons are taught to give you a little bit of hope. I'd love you to also check out on YouTube the hundreds of videos we've created for free to teach and inspire and to create openness about these issues, because nobody should ever have to hide or be ashamed of what they really go through, what they feel. I might be open like a book about my life, but I've done that so that we can all learn to accept that no matter what we've went through and what we've had happen, we are all meant to be here and that God loves all of us. So thank you for watching this. I hope you'll subscribe and like it, and I wish you an amazing day, and I pray for you. Thanks.